Hey, are you tired of lugging this heavy thing around your golf course? The Poor Boy's got your back. Stay tuned. Welcome to another edition of Poor Boy Disc Golf. Today we're going to talk about DIY carts, such as my first one. Now this was made out of a golf bag carrier, and the way it's set up is that the locking mechanism to fold it up is within the top. So I had to put a coat hanger to hold the bag, to hold the top handle of the bag. Then I needed something to stabilize the back. Now all this is a fence plank that you use for your fencing. It's 2.5 feet wide. I drilled 3 holes through it and through the cart bar itself and bolted it. And then on the bottom I did the same thing, but I had to use a 2x4 hanger that you'd use in construction to put up your roof. And it's secured. The only problem is that the bottom wobbles, and it's not a very good thing because of the width of the cart frame. I couldn't do it very well. Altogether, this cart cost me $5 at my local thrift store, as well as $2 for the fence picket itself, and I had the bracket and the coat hanger at my house. So altogether I'd say about $10 with labor, you know, just for everything. But it just wasn't good enough. So I made a version 2, which is this one. Now this is made out of a Wilson golf bag carrier. And what I've done is I've took the top holder and moved it down to support the bottom of the bag. And I took what is a wire shelving unit, the ones that you put together. I used one of those for the backing. Now it's held on by 2 T-brackets that have the T part, the top, bent over, and then 3 bolts holding each one. So it makes it very sturdy, as well as the bottom. Now the bottom I drilled extra holes, so if I get a bigger bag, all I have to do is lower it. Now compared to the 2, the Wilson is taller than this one, not by much, but it's just enough, and it sits at a higher angle, which makes it very durable. As you can see by this video I'm about to show you, when I took this out to my local course. Now I got this cart at my local thrift store for a steal. It was a whole $1.03. And with everything else I have in it, I only have $5 into the whole build. Now this is probably what I'm going to use for a while until I can come up with something better, which it might be years from now until I can find something that is better than this for the price and for the durability that it already has showed me. Now after taking this cart out to one of the roughest courses I've played on, it went over rocks, stumps, roots, went down rock stairs like a champ. And as you can tell, you can see the little bit of height difference here. And you can also see where the bolts hang out the back. Now the reason I left the bolts so long is that later on, I could put a bracket to hold an umbrella or a tripod on either side. And as you can tell, I left the bottoms to both of these because I have a big water jug I stick down there to refill my bottles after a long, hard day of disc golfing. To get a better understanding, this cart weighs about 8 pounds in general and folds all the way up into itself. Now my bag weighs roughly 17 pounds and this cart holds it no problem. Okay. Now I'm not saying that everybody should get themselves a DIY cart. It's really up to you as a disc golfer. Now if you want to go with the DIY cart, I suggest strongly on the golf bag carriers because they're easy to do. You know, just a drill, bolts, and you're done, basically. But there is other options. You can go with the Zuca cart, which everybody knows because a lot of your pros use them. Now they're upwards of $200. Now Dynamic Disc makes an open cart and a closed cart like the Zuca, but it varies from $150 to $200. Now there is other companies that make other disc golf types of cart that kind of look like this, but they have the third wheel and it's made to hold a bag or a duffel bag. But those are still $200. So if you want to have your backpack and try to loosen the load to where you want to roll it on a cart, then just experiment and do it whatever way you can. Do it the poor boy way. And remember, grow the sport and play the sport that is disc golf. Thanks.